It's the media man, Terrence Flowers, and it is colder than a polar bear's toenails out there. Like, no shit, it's super cold, actually. Let me see what the exact degrees is. I know when I walked out there earlier today, yep, it is 26 degrees in Little Old Columbia, Georgia. No, we ain't used to these type of temperatures. These are crippling temperatures. But the thing is, to me, when it comes to weather, it's just something about the wind. Like it's cold out there, but I remember it being in the 40s, but that wind was blowing, and it be feeling colder when that wind blows. It's like 26 degrees, but the wind is pretty much still. It's not really blowing that hard. So, if you layer up, put you on a couple of layers. Like me, I got on this sweatshirt. I got on a thermal up under here. And then I got on a t-shirt right there. And then I got my underwear on. Got some shorts on. I got some sweats. I got some long socks. So I'm layered up this morning. And even when I walked outside, I still could feel it. Now, they say it might snow tomorrow. I see it might snow. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. It says it's 50%. The low's supposed to be 22. And actually, the low's supposed to be 19 on Wednesday. But it's supposed to get up to 41. And then they be back down to 24 on Thursday. So we're just going through this Arctic vortex. And I saw it, guys. Like I saw it like about, when was it? It was about a month ago. Well, about a month ago, like toward the end, well, not quite a month ago, about the end towards December. I was watching it on the science, some science station I was watching on, and it said that the models was showing them that the vortex would be coming through deep south through the month of January, and it would be sub temperatures, a cold winter basically. I was like, oh, whatever, man. Them folks were right. This is definitely a cold winter, so we might get some snow in Columbus, Georgia. You never know. Might do. So, what we got here today, guys, we are going to talk about how to use hot topics, trends, and stories to help push your brand. And I think the main thing here, what you want to do is really learn how to transition. So what comes with a transition is you talk about the hot topic, you talk about the trend, whatever's going on, and then you transition to whatever you want to talk about. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna use a couple of examples today. I'm gonna keep it here long. Give you guys a couple of examples of how, if you had a business, brand, or service, how you could talk about something that's hot and then transition to what you got going on. So I think we're gonna start off with like what's in the news. So like what's in the news, and you gotta have your pen and paper, guys. You gotta have your pen and paper. A lot of times we try to keep everything up here and or something to write down. If you want to be just high techie person, you want to put it in your notes in your phone. You could do it that way too. I mean, but just write it down. Just have it where you can see it. So I just wrote a couple of them down. Um, I was gonna use Snoop, but I'm not gonna put my dog in my explanation. I am a Snoop Dogg fan, but I'm gonna use the other person who went to the crypto ball. I'm gonna use Rick Ross. And you'll see why I use Rick Ross for the example in a minute. So, real quick, guys, let me know where you are watching from. Give this thing a like, ding, and share it if you find it to be of any value, which I know it's gonna be value because it's coming out my mouth. Everything I say got value. All right, so we got Rick Ross, Nelly, Rick Ross, Soldier Boy, Snoop Dogg, all performed for the crypto ball for the pre-inauguration celebration for our 46th, 47th president, Donald J. Trump. And these guys, they got a lot of backlash for these performances. And I was like, whoa. And I'm not going to get too far into it down the rabbit hole, you guys. I don't want you guys, I want to stay on topic. But when I tell you, if you go look other people who performed for Republican presidents or even who performed for Donald Trump last time, it's some of our favorite artists. It's some people that we redeem in our culture. So let's not be so hard on these folks for getting the money. And I use these explanations like real quickly. We are on this blue app right now. We are on Facebook, probably on YouTube. I'm on YouTube too, but we're talking about Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, you know, Mark Zuckerberg gave him $1 million. I don't hear y'all calling for boycott Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Y'all not saying, let's get off of Facebook. Let's ban Facebook. You know they're on Instagram too. So if you ban on Facebook, you got to get off the gram too. So we're not calling for them, but we want to bring down Snoop. We want to bring down Soulja Boy and Rick Ross for getting some money. Donald Trump wasn't even there. That's how we do people. Okay. All right. Oh, we're not boycotting Amazon. Yeah, boycott Amazon. Just use Temu because Jeff Bezos gave Trump over $1 million. So we pick and choose who we want to protest at. It's cool to jump down on Snoop Dogg now, but y'all don't want to jump down on basically. This is what I see. Y'all jumping down on the black people, but y'all ain't jumping down on the rich white people. It's okay for the rich white people to support Trump. And you spend your money, not Walmart. Oh, yeah, stop going to Walmart too. They donate to Trump too. So, yeah, can't go to Walmart no more. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it all the way around, y'all. We ain't going to goddamn half step. We boycott everybody who rock with Trump. So there's 3 right there. Get off Facebook. Don't shop at Amazon or Walmart. That sounds crazy, don't it? That's how I sound to me when y'all say don't listen to Snoop Dogg or don't support Snoop Dogg. That's how crazy it sounds to me. Doing doggy dog like that. But you see, I just use a hot topic that's in the news. That's a hot story right now. And I use that to kind of grab your attention. Now, when it comes to Rick Ross, if I was somebody, let's just say I was a restaurant. And I'm finna bring it back to the content part of it. Let's say I'm a local restaurant. I'm gonna use old B Moski's over there on the drive. I'm gonna use B Moski's as an example, so it can make it more relative to you. B Moski's is a restaurant over there on St. Mary's Road, Ralph North Star Drive, the neighborhood I'm come from. So if I was the marketing people doing their social media, I would use this time to bring up something about, like I just did, about Rick Ross performing for the crypto ball. And then the most important part is 2 important parts when you talk about a topic. You gotta talk about the topic, be brief, just like I was. I basically told you Rick Ross performed for the crypto ball, the pre-inauguration celebration for Donald Trump. Off top, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, so his name's in the algorithm right now. That whole inauguration is today at 9:00. So all this in the algorithm. The algorithm is friendly to that. So you say, well, how Rick Ross, how could B Moski's be tied to Rick Ross? I'm about to give you what's called the transition. The transition is where you come up with a sentence. You got 2 things you got to come up with. You got to come up with your hook, and you got to come up with the transition. The transition becomes before your hook. So my transition would be like something to the effect of Rick Ross performed for the crypto ball, and I think it's unfair for us to be mad at Rick Ross. Rick Ross employs hundreds of thousands of, like, maybe not much. Maybe I embellished a little bit too much. Rick Ross employs hundreds of people throughout the South through his Wingstops restaurants. You know, he's a franchise owner for Wingstops. But right now at B Moski's, we got 50-cent wings. That's right. For the inauguration sale, we got 50-cent wings all day. Come up here. If you order 12 wings, that's $6. You order 30 wings, that's $15. Right now, the pre-inauguration sale right here at B Moski's. You see how I did that? I basically took Rick Ross, his name in the algorithm. I transitioned to him owning a Wingstop, which is a popular chicken restaurant that people know. And then from the B Moski's point of view, I came back and said, but today at B Moski's, we have 50-cent wings. And I use that same analogy. Pre-inauguration. Now, I'm not gonna leave that part up. You might want to tailor it to how you want to tailor, but I just want to show you guys what a transition from a hot topic to a trend and back to your brand, service, or business. So that's how we do that. You want to be brief on your outline when you talk about the other person, because this is essentially this about you. So you don't want to get too immense in whatever topic or story that you're talking about. You want to come back, you want to transition, boom. After that, you give them your hook. I got 50-cent wings, boom. So now you give them your spill. So why this was the double entendre comes in. Google that if you don't know what it means. So boom, what I know is the presidential inaugurations today. He might say, well, damn, Coach Terrence, why would I want to give 50-cent wings to the presidential inauguration today? Because the college football championships tonight too. You saw that double entendre came? We have 2 things that how I related it. See, a lot of folks don't know that what's my boy? A lot of people don't know that the college football championship is tonight, but I did. So that's the underlying that's the underlying reason that you have the 50 Cent wings, not because of the presidential inauguration. You just related that. That was your transition from Rick Ross performing. But the old underlying reason is the college football championship. That's why you got the 50%. Somebody get online with B Moski and say, man, Blue just gave you the marketing. Yeah, it might be a little bit too late, B Moski, because it's the mystery. You got to get on it quick. But that's a freebie, bro. You can have that there. That's what I do. I make shit relatable for you guys can run with it. Now, give me a like on that and it felt like that. And I got another one for y'all. So we're gonna use I did that one, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're gonna use Nelly over and over again. Everybody get mad at Nelly. Nelly performed at the inaugural ball. Yep, I'm gonna come back, Nelly. TikTok, that's another hype. Y'all know TikTok was hot last week. This weekend, TikTok went down. The world lost their effing mind. TikTok down. But I already knew it. I made a live. Go back and watch my live Sunday. I made a live Sunday morning, and I knew that Donald Trump was gonna be like the savior. Gonna come in, save TikTok, and look like the great savior. I already knew it. I'm a street ninja. I already know how to jug. I already know how to hustle. I'm from the drive. I'm slick like that. I already seen the play. I already seen the jug. I already seen it. I already knew what was coming down the pipe. And it happened just like it happened quicker. I thought it would probably be offline a couple of days. They ain't let that thing run a whole day. Now I am mad because they ain't bring CapCut. I use CapCut a lot in my editing. Mad they ain't bring CapCut back online, but they brought TikTok back online. So Donald Trump seemed like the big hero. He brought TikTok back online. Everybody was happy. And now be it. But if I was somebody, it's like I was like hey B, what's my man there up here who sell the cell phone? What's his name? Sell the cell phones up here? Yeah. Old school. But let's just say I had what's my other boy name? Amir. I forgot my other guy name that sell the cell phone. But let's say if I had a cell phone shop, I would be like TikTok restitution sale, not restitution, resurrection. TikTok resurrection sale, 30% off all selected iPhones and Androids. That would be my transition right there. I would talk about TikTok. I would talk about how they got banned. Then I would transition and say, but today at damn, what's that man name, man? Today at Cellular Mobile, at Cellular Plus, today at Cellular Plus, we have 30% on all selected iPhones and Androids for your original which are preloaded with your favorite app. Who are preloaded with your favorite app, TikTok. You see how I transition with that? Let me read because I know I was kind of fuzzy with that. So we talk about Donald Trump, we talk about the TikTok, the ban, we talk about the resurrection, and then we say, come to Cellular Plus today. We have 30% off on all selected iPhones and Androids, which are preloaded with your favorite app, TikTok. Boom. So we use a hot topic, a trending topic, got your attention with it, then we spit it back for our Cellular Plus business to advertise a sale, 30% sale. And it's flash. It's all trendy. It's all in the topic matter right now. Everybody's talking about that. So when you first start your live, the algorithm gonna be like, oh, he's talking about TikTok. He's talking about Donald Trump. All those subjects are hot in the algorithm right now. So the algorithm is gonna be like, oh, let's shoot this out. Let's shoot this content out, this hot content. Boom. Then you hit him with that what a name. We call it that what a name on that drive. How you put that spin on that work. How you show him that work. And like, all right, I'm gonna go put that spin on that guy, put that what a name on there. And then here you go. But you done flipped it. You feel me? You done flipped it. So, and this is just tricking the algorithm, guys, to give you motion. Because if you just come out talking about your mom and pop cellular spot with a sale, they're not gonna give you no traction like that. You'll probably get traction to some of the people that's already in your community. But I'm talking about getting the outside traction. You make a reel, you go live. This is going to hit more phones, going to hit more community, and it's going to give you more engagement on what you got going on. You just got to know how to cut things off because you don't want it to be a full-blown video about TikTok. You just want to start like that to capture their attention, transition, hit them with the hook, hit them with the spiel, and your spiel will be more like your authority. Once you say you got the pre-selected items for sale, then you hit them with the preloaded for TikTok. and then you talk about your 5G and any other selling points that you would want to make about your equipment. That's your spiel. Then after that, you'll want to give them a call to action. Come down here today. We're located at blah 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 blah, or inbox us right now. Pre-order, whatever call to action you would want. You would hit them with that, then you out of there. Boom, get up out of there. Okay, so I got one more for you guys before we get up out of here, and the last one was about Nelly. So Nelly is performing at the inaugural ball, and Nelly has been getting a lot of flack, just like Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross, and even Soulja Boy went off. I felt Soulja Boy outside of. He did say some. Soulja Boy said some. Ooh, Soulja Boy shouldn't have said some of the things he said. He definitely shouldn't have told President Obama to suck his thing. He shouldn't have been calling Kamala Harris the B word. Because, like, I mean, Soulja Boy, you ain't no spring chicken no more. You got to be in your 30s. And you never know how those bridges, you could have burnt some bridges. Maybe 20 years from now, you want to do something else, and folks remember how you talked about our black leaders. So I really disagree with him strongly on the language he used, but I agree with some of the things he was saying. He was like, hey, during y'all presidential, when y'all were calling all them other celebrities to help y'all out, y'all never called me. And I ain't saying he's the most influential rapper in the world. I'm sure he could probably connect to somebody. But he was like, hey, these folks call me, offer me a bag. What I supposed to do, turn down for y'all? I felt that. Just being real, I felt that. And Nelly, Nelly is an icon rapper from St. Louis. Air Force Ones. I think one of his biggest hits. I know my boy Luke. What was it? He probably the biggest hit was his country hit, wasn't it? That over and over again with the white. Yeah, I would probably say that was probably Nelly's biggest hit or one of Nelly's biggest hit. He had a couple of them though. So they invited Nelly to perform, and he is getting a lot of backlash from the black community, like they always do. Black people, we be mad. One thing about we be mad. We'll be mad for a couple of days. We're gonna be mad too long. But once again, everybody's online talking about Nelly a sellout. Nelly this. They talking about, he was on Willie D, trying to make his case. If I was Nelly, I ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody, Nelly. You a grown ass man, but I get it. You trying to get your face card clean. But y'all know Nelly married his longtime off and on love, Ashanti, and now I'm coming from if I was selling hair, weave queen, goddamn it, weave queen. So y'all know Nelly on time, on off, and wife Ashanti. And today at Weave Queen, we have the same bundles Ashanti has. They normally go for $250. We can get you 3 bundles for $500 today. Yeah, I know Ashanti in all her videos. She has beautiful hair. It looks real good. And we get our distribution from the same people that she do. You see how I transition? We talk about Nelly is performing for the bowl. A transition by bringing up his beautiful wife and her hair. And then as a hairdresser or a stylist point of view from that type of business, I told you that I had the same bundles. I had the same supply line with the hairdresser who does her hair with the same bundles. So if you're somebody who likes Ashanti's hair, if you're somebody who like how her hair looks, and I tell you I can get the exact same hair that goes for $250 a bundle, I can get you 3 for $500. You're gonna be interested in it. Cause we all know when it comes to that good hair, especially I done been on the pain. I used to get heads done back in the day. Y'all holding already. Y'all know what's going on. I used to do it. Yeah, what it is. That shit used to be high. I'm just being real. That real, that old synthetic cheap shit, you know what I'm saying? The girls who want that real bundle, you're gonna pay some bands, boss. For the whole thing, you're gonna pay. I mean, I don't know how it is right now because I ain't done that in a year. That's why I'm back in the game, back in that world. But back in the day, that shit was high. So, and I'm sure that the entertainers, they get the creme de la creme. They ain't getting that synthetic shit. They ain't getting that. What used to call that? What used to call that good hair back in the day? They used to call it something. That good hair. Damn, what they used to call it. Cause the good hair was cut off them girls' heads for real. Them Beyonce bundles. Dang, I just forgot that he's called it. It's been so long ago. But that's called a transition. And once you come to the transition, the hook is I can get you the same bundles that Ashanti wears at a discounted price. And then you talk about the spill would be the same hairdresser she uses, you use, and y'all have the same supply chain. So once you put all the information together, you can grab them by using the algorithm, talking about a hot topic, and then you go into your spiel and your call to action on how they can pre-order. You can tell them, you can send them where you want to. You put your email address in there if you want to. You could tell them to go to a business page. You can send them where you want to with your call to action, but use these things in a sequence with hot topics, trending things, and it will build your engagement. So I'm gonna go through it one more time, guys, and excuse the limited profanity. So first, you want to grab you a hot topic that's in the news. You want to briefly outline that topic, what's going on with it. You want to make a contrast with it. Like I gave the contrast with y'all talking about Snoop Dogg, but I'm with Snoop. I gave you a contrast of how people are supporting Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook, how people are supporting Jeff Bezos with Amazon. People go to Walmart, support them, but we're calling for the boycott of Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross. So I made a contrast to kind of make it more interesting. And then I made the transition from Rick Ross to Wingstop to BMO Skis. I gave the hook for BMO Skis, 50 Cent Wings pre-inaugural night, but I also know it's also the college football night. So basically, it's a college football game. You want to get people eat wings for events like that. I gave my hook. I gave my call to action. Come visit us now. Come pre-order your email. Become pre-order your bundles. Whatever that call to action may be. So that's it, man. I mean, if you use that, and you can't. This is something you probably wouldn't want to use every day. And if you did use it every day, I would definitely trim it. It'll be something small. But it's definitely a way if you got a cold page or if you're not getting that much engagement, talking about trends or hot topics or headlines in the news would definitely be a way to do it. Let's just say I was a pawn shop and I didn't got so good at it, guy. Like y'all really need to hire me to get y'all shit cracking. Cause like I can just do this all day. If I was a pawn shop, I would probably bring up I would not bring it up in a bad way or an opinionated way. I would speak on like on Buena Vista Road this weekend. I heard it was a shootout and a 10-year-old was shot or injured. I heard injured. I don't know if they was shot or what happened, whether they ran over or what, but they was injured. So if I'm a pawn shop, I'm spawning here. I'm looking at crime statistics. Columbus is blah 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 blah. We have firearms for sale. Protect yourself, protect your family. So now I'm playing with your psyche. I'm like, damn, the 10-year-old can get hit, anybody can get hit. Playing with your psyche a little bit, protect yourself, protect your family. And be like, damn, this happened on Buena Vista Road. I stay off of Lake Russian or I stay off Celia Drive. So you might want to get armed. So it's just different ways that you got to learn how to, use things that's going on to kind of market your business or brand. So guys, if you need help with this, you already know. If you need your own consultation, inbox me and say, hey, coach, I want to sit down with you, wreck your brain a little bit. We come up with a strategy that works for you. And if you need it for the actual filming, the actual content creation, I got all the good equipment. Got the y'all see it. So we do this every day, man. So I'm here to serve you guys. Like I say, police already active in my way. It's a holiday and they act. But guys, I'm here to serve my community. You don't have to be in Columbus. You can be anywhere in the world. We will serve you virtually. But until then, guys, implement these practices for your business brand. I want to see you guys do it. Tag me when you do it. Like I said, it's always a hot topic. There's always something going on. Just grab yours. And the main thing is that transition, and then you got to hit them with your hooks. So if you're talking about something, if you're like, suppose you sell trophies or a print shop or something like that, you might want to talk about the game tonight and then transition into your business. You know what I'm saying? Get your trophies or get your medals from the #1 medal shop, Top Dog Medals or whatever. I mean, I could do it all day. You just have to sit down, and I just did it out the fly, right then and right there. But just sit down, write it out. See what your selling points is. See what your even location. Sometimes location can be big. Years in service, quality, all that stuff comes into play. We'll develop a strategy for you and your brand, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, guys. Till the next time. It's the Media Man, MEDIA, not Meteor. I think Robert Townsend was in that movie. Meteor. It's the Media Man. Terrence Flowers. Go. Fake smile.